Okay, alive.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It hasn't yet given me the red light. Good morning, good
It's on.
morning. Okay, good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, and so we are here with happy hearts. It's happy hearts. It's still showing me scheduled. I hope we are on, and I hope that we're doing great wherever we
Very
are.
much on. Very,
As
very
you
much on.
know, we come here every day, Monday to Friday, to just showcase who we are, to just showcase what we do, and just to give you back love, because we do these things from our hearts, and then we think about it from our brain, and that makes us to come to you every day, Monday to Friday. Monday, we've got Rev Water. Yesterday, he was talking about great things where we can unleash our destiny and where we can be able to just manage ourselves in these things that we do every day. Are you failing to thrive? Are you failing to let go? Are you failing to find your space? And this is why today it is a continuation from just what you need to do in that network for you to be relevant. On Tuesday, it's me with mindset change every day in the 6 areas of life. Wednesday, we invite you to come and showcase your products, to market your products and services that you offer. So it's an open day where you out there can be able to showcase your products. We just talk about business, we talk about opportunities, and we also talk about the products that we have, so that other people can see them. Because if you have got a product and no one sees it, then it's a challenge. On Thursday, we've got amazing Dr. Nelly with spirit from bedroom to boardroom, so that we can be able to just be in that spirit that makes us do things. And on Friday, so that we can be every day sit where we're supposed to sit, we have health tips with Dr. Jackie. So today, Tuesday, cocktail chats with Sunshine Sylvia. This topic of mindset change, and we are speaking about benefits of networking for success. And we had a fantastic lecture on Sunday, where we just opened up. She had started the topic on last Tuesday, and so we just want to say mindset change is possible, because when she came in person, and we really asked her all sorts of questions, and we shared and we interacted a lot. And this is just to show you that the things that we do, the things that we manage, and the things that is in our space are those things that we really need to do. So we had a very fantastic day. It was indeed cocktail chats with Sunshine Sylvia. We were honored to welcome our esteemed guest lecturer, Professor Sombo Muzata, who shared invaluable insights on the benefits of networking for success. We were so excited. It was so palpable as we gathered to learn and grow together. And I'm just saying, we were growing together. And in the introduction, as the day kicked off, we were sure to capture these, because we said those people who come early, we're going to be doing pictures, so that we just wait and just have good time with nice food, nice drinks, and just getting to know one another. Because what we actually do, and this I want to share with you, that whenever you're going to an event, go early. That is the time for networking, because the moment you sit and you're speaking, the guest speaker is speaking, or the lecturer or guest of honor, then you will not have time to go and speak to that person. And the way people just disappear when maybe the guest of honor leaves, everybody, all the important people leave. So if you went late, then you never actually have an opportunity to network with those people. This is why even when we are selling tickets, when people are selling tickets, they sell, VVIP, they sell it high. Why? You're going to have an opportunity to speak to that person. So that is the price you pay for that opportunity. So whatever you do, wherever you are, if you're invited or if you're going to a networking event or any event, even at church, that's why there's these time blocks, is because they want you to be there in good time. So if you want to chat, make hugs, say how long did you see them? It's that fact that you have to be in that place early so that you can socialize and network. So we had pictures. We had Peso from the Swedish embassy. I had really been wanting to speak with her, and there was an opportunity for us to be able to actually just interact. If I was not ready for them, because everyone found me, I was there 10 minutes before the 13:30, so that whoever comes could be able to socialize with me and just get to ask me things. And before the class stopped, the likes of Ebo Ann, who is always so supportive, we were there together, and and each time we see one another, we talk about different things. And then we had a good friend of mine, Judge Gaudi. Oh, it was just so fantastic to actually have interaction with her, away from the things that we normally talk about. We talk about Ladies Circle, we talk about our past, we talk about, and each time I look, even while I'm sitting, through networking, I've got these drinks which she every Christmas she gives me with something, and these are the friends that you really want to keep and you really want to interact with them. We had Dr. Jackie, amazing, and she was saying, talking to us about just things that we need to know. What happens in our, when she was sharing, the things that she's been able to do. Wow, we just said, oh great, this is just so amazing to have these people. So as we were interacting, and then we had all these young people that were brought by our colleagues, and it was just so amazing. I had two girls from Ladies Circle. They were just so amazing to be there and said, this is what we've been missing. We're going to be coming. And, we found new spaces for each other. And this is why we are saying networking is you have to choose where you want to be, and the benefits that you can get through interactions. And, all these people that are enthusiastic about mindset change and observers of the mindset change movement, we just want to tell you that on Sunday, we really had a great time, and we missed those that couldn't make it. Like they were saying, oh my goodness, something happened. Like we had, when I went to the Push Women Network, I'd recognized this young lady, a carpenter, and she was so great. So I followed up actually yesterday and say, I didn't see you. What happened to you? And she says, oh, Sunshine, my child was not well. So I also had an opportunity to wish her well and to give her virtual hug so that she can be able to know or to utilize that warmth that comes from the networks that matter for you. I just want to share that we had heartwarming introduction from one of our from the person that actually came through. It was heartwarming to have such a diverse and supportive network of like-minded individuals chatting around what's happening in our lives, identifying what one wants to change. This was so funny. What one wants to change in their lives, and also what they're good at. So we had different scenarios. Everyone knows that they need to change something about them, but they never think about it. So when we talked about it and said, can you look in the mirror? This is the person. What is this person? What does this person wants to change? And what is it that they're good at? So it was a very good discussion that we had around ourselves, and it was intimate and very, very interesting. But I would like to share one particular moment that really touched our hearts. It really touched our hearts in that we had a special guest. His name is Hadebe and Andreas. I met this a young man when I went to visit Ministry of Community Development. And when I was coming out from the PS's office, the minister had sent, they came after me to see the minister. So the minister, when I was coming out, she had told these gentlemen that if you want something, if whatever you are thinking of and you want to do something, we can't help you. But that one, she described me, and I found them waiting for me. And I said, and you? Says, no, we have been sent by the minister to that you can help us. Me? Help you with what? And she said, if you want to come here often, or if you want something to be done with you, you better go and see this person. She'll tell you what it is. So there we sat in the corner and we started to discuss with them. And I was so impressed with them because they said we had to wait, because they told us something that if you want to change mindset, you go to that person. So we are here, we are ready to change mindset. I said, oh, if you have to really work with me, you have to make sure that you tell me your objectives, you tell me what you want, what you came to do there, and put it in writing and see what is your strategy for you to actually do what it is that is there. And to cut the story short, we have been communicating. This is like 4 months down the line. I did introduce them because they said they can do this. One person said this same Hadebe said he was a graphics. He did computers. He did IT. He was in the process of making peanut butter, and all these things he talked about them. I said, okay, we are going to package them so that we can give you plan A and we can give you plan B. So plan A, he's making peanut butter. Plan B, he's been engaged with most of you who know my grandson has invented the phone holder, where like we are here, you don't have to hold it to do your Zoom meetings. You can just put it here and you'll be able to actually see everything and be able to interact, and you'll be able to use your hands. So he was so amused about this. And, to cut the story short again, he's engaged, he's partnered with a grandson. He's the one that is now marketing the product. So even when we were in the session, I was not the one who talked about because for me, I'd already even forgotten about it, that this is what it is. But he came with this. He had already gotten 30 of this, because each one of these that they sand, because once the machine cuts it, and designed by Steven, the machine cuts it, then it needs to be prepared. So he is partnered with them to sand this, and they want to sand 1 million here in Zambia, and then replicate it around the African countries, so that they can take away the differently abled from the streets. Because when they say, not if, when, because they are doing it, when they sand 1 million of these, they will have 1 million kwacha, because each one they sand is 1 kwacha. So, and he came there to say, why I have come actually out here is to tell you that disability is just a lifestyle. It is not a condition. Oh, wow. That statement, that is not a condition. And he said it with so much, ability, that when you actually think about him, sometimes I get so emotional about these things. You think about him and he says, you are able-bodied sitting out there, and you go out and you want every day, you're folding your hands to say, oh, I've got my uncle who can empower me. I've got this one who can do this. I've got this one. He is saying disability is just but a condition. Disability is just but a condition. And it's only because people portray you as, when you are sitting in a wheelchair, that you are unable to do anything. And he says, take your breath. He said he doesn't want people to feel sympathetic to him. He doesn't want sympathy. He wants you to engage him and say, buy a phone holder, and say, buy my peanut butter. He actually brought some for sale and they were all bought, thanks to the audience. And so we are saying, this is a purely mindset shift. We are shifting mindset. That is what it is that we do. And I was so pleased that he's one person who has shown us that indeed mindset change is possible. And he said, as he reads the book, Mindset Change is Possible, he's just going to be putting himself in the examples and say, this is me. So God willing, grandson, he's now even not worried that he's going to go back to school, because he says, now I've got people who really want to do something that is going to empower them. So when you talk of empowerment, be practical. You talk of empowerment, don't just have these workshops and workshops and workshops. Sometimes it's good to step back and say, what is it that we can find and do practically, so that you can remove people from the streets, you can remove people from around the church, people begging, you can remove all these things. How can we come together and see what people are good at? Because we are always doing things that people are not good at. What we are not good at is what we concentrate on. If indeed we shift mindset and start doing the things that people are good at, we are going to really indeed change mindset. And why am I telling you this? It's because I know it is possible. It's because I know it is possible. And because it's possible, we are able to actually undertake anything that we want to do. So, what did we start with? And thank you so much for Hadebi. I'm sure he's going to get a recording and he's going to watch it. And he says he's going to watch it here on, because he says, some of these things you really can't comprehend them. But he says, the way you would struggle when you're differently abled and you struggle to hold a phone, and then you've got somewhere to put the phone and you can just talk to it. For me, it was such an amazing experience. So we were all touched, and we all are going to be in these things where we can be able to be helpful. So how did the program begin? The program began with a comprehensive introduction to the concept of mindset change. I took the class to set the tone for the for Professor Sombo, where we did an exercise where we took out where we did the wheel of life. We dissected it. We made sure that we spoke to different spokes of the wheel of life, where people did indicate what they first had to measure where they were at that Sunday. And then we saw which spoke of the wheel of life was dipped, and so that people can now create time to be able to nurture that spoke of the wheel of life that was wanting. And then we did have to now ask them as homework. Obviously, as teachers, we always love to give homework, and I will be asking them if they really did their homework, to put in the activities that they are going to be doing in the 6 areas of life. So the activities are simple because they are what we already do, but just that now we are going to be able to manage, because now we know that we have to do something for family and home, we have to do something for mental and education, which we were doing that day. So mental and education there was already being done. And if they continue to read books, to manage, the things that we do, they will be able to undertake them. Financial and career, they have to put now their plan A and their plan B and then try to build it. And physical and health, we had one person who was saying she was very bad, she was lazy to eat good food. So now she's aware to be able to eat, the correct food. Spiritual and ethical, as we always say, spiritually, a lot of us are aligned, but how ethical are we so that we can be able to live in this one world where we know that we are in a glass house, and so we should not be able to throw any of those stones. Social and cultural is the reason why Professor was around is because we've been socializing and making sure that what it is that we do is able to be, also other people should be able to know why we keep such networks is for the good. And when we talked about, the mentor and education, I said, this is the book that I'm reading because I follow Dumisani, wherever he is. And I'm just saying, how does he champion entrepreneurship? And maybe one of these days, I'll be able to bring him on the Tuesday, and because he lives in a correct mindset. So I was saying I should be able to bring him and see how we can really utilize his entrepreneurship with mindset change, so that we'll be able to undertake some of these challenges that we do. Why I like him? Because he was part of the launch of the cocktail charts when we did launch them in 2021. So we then started now with the professor was now here, the lecture. The lecture was so interactive, it was so impressive, but I would just like to just give you the takeaways that happened on that on Sunday. She left us so motivated and empowered when we really did, the lecture. Firstly, she stressed the importance of understanding the environment we operate in by being aware of our surroundings and adapting accordingly. Because when you don't adapt, even if you are so we are so entitled, or we know everything. In fact, she said there's no one who knows everything. There is actually no one who knows everything. So we just need to position ourselves for success. Next, she did emphasize the need to prepare for opportunities. This means investing in ourselves through continuous learning, acquiring new skills, and stay relevant in our fields. I can see probably Rev Water is kicked off, but we did say, I got a clip for 30 seconds. If it will be able to play, he's gonna play it, and we'll be able to actually go through there and just look at her, the way she emphasizes things, and just the way that you must obey about all these things. Because she talked about how to identify and evaluating opportunities. It was so crucial aspect highlighted by Professor Sombo, where we have to identify and evaluate opportunities. She eloquently stated, and she said, and this I want to quote, "Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far it is possible to go." Wow. I said, oh my goodness, this is just so amazing. Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far or how possible it is, or how possible to go that far. Because sometimes we just say, this is impossible, I can't do it. This, no, somebody did it and it failed, so I can't. But if you can't try, if you can't risk, you will never actually find out how possible it is to go. So this is by taking calculated risks, which is necessary for personal and professional growth. And it's through these opportunities that we can truly excel. And for us, we have excelled through these opportunities. We manage ourselves, we manage each other, and we really encourage ourselves to be able to carry on the things that we really want to do. Professor Sombo also emphasized on the inevitability of preparing for opportunities. You just can't go there and say you want this. You have to prepare for these opportunities. She reminded us that our current circumstances are opportunities, because by investing in ourselves and constantly improving, we enhance our value and optimize, our chances of success. When we go out there, when we find the opportunity, we are optimizing our chances of success. And you know what? Everyone, wherever we are looking for success. And this success is only going to come when we are able to do the things that we're supposed to be doing, and make sure that we are intentional about them. We must also understand the conditions where we are, seek guidance from others, and be open to change. Be open to change is something that really, is what sometimes misses. Like when we have in our classes, we ask now people who come here. We have got doctors, we've got technicians, we've got engineers, we've got teachers, we've got all sorts of people. But if all those people come with all their knowledge and put them on the in the bucket here, they come with a bucket full, they're not going to see opportunities. But when they come and they know that they can create space in that big brain that they have, they know that when you pour in the sand, it will still go into the cracks and it will sit there and it will help them to grow. Also, that even if they have got all these degrees, all this knowledge, all that, they've got experience, 30 years experience, like what we saw with Dr. Jackie with 5 years of experience as a female surgeon in Zambia. She still sat and learned, how to now manage herself, because you have to shift mindset from the things that you're used to the new things that you are learning. So that is why we are saying you add in water and you add in the sand, you still have got capacity to be able to manage yourself. So let's have an open mind. Let's be malleable so that we are open to learning every day of our lives. And also here, when Pezo was actually sharing to say, they've empowered a lot of people, but it doesn't show sometimes until when they change to say, what is it? Or they need to measure what it is that we're supposed to be doing. And I said, okay, so people pump in a lot of money through aid, through grants, and through these things on the hope that they're going to empower individuals through these groups. But sometimes these groups, they don't work because each person or the person that you're following has got a different agenda, and they're not even promoting you with the things that you need to do. So it doesn't matter how much money is pumped in. If you are not ready for it, if you are not going to be able to use it, after that person who is speaking to you leaves, how are you going to manage? How are you going to manage the resources? And this is why it's important to actually understand the opportunity. Where do you want to be in the next 5 years? And most programs are 5 years, the donor goes and they leave you. And some of you who have been on these platforms or who have had so much training, you can really agree with me that once the donor leaves, the programs just disintegrate and say, oh, they used to be this, they used to be that, because people are not there to manage the opportunity that arose. They say, oh, they went because they don't create leadership, or they don't create people to follow, or they just think that now that the donor has left, now it's finished. So we really need to shift and say, we've got resources. And you've seen how even, we are very consumptive in our own environments. We want to sell and finish. Sometimes even farmers, they grow maize, they sell everything. There's nothing, they even eat seed. There's nothing to actually progress, next time. So this program or these networks are making us to, or encouraging us to look at these opportunities and use them. Professor Sombo was saying she has gone through where she is. Those ones that joined the last Tuesday will be able to know, or if not, you can just go there to the cocktail chats, and you'll be able to see the videos there, and we should be able to see. She has gotten that opportunity through networking. If she was not, and sometimes some of us will have an opportunity, but we won't say we want to make an appointment. You have seen someone who can give you that opportunity, but you still want to make an appointment to go and see them. You have missed the opportunity. So the moment you actually see someone with what you want, go there and get it. You have to go there and get it there and then. Have your elevator pitch prepared for you to be able to actually socialize yourself with that person that is there. And this is what we encourage when we say build your plan B, or enhance your plan A, is for you to have to prepare for that pitch that we need you to undertake when you have got that opportunity. Don't make an appointment. It's called the elevator pitch. Just in case you meet someone in the lift, you know that it's going to stop and they're going to come out. That same period, make sure that you can engage yourselves. So we really had this amazing, networking, and I just want to type for yourself in the chat box, what are you good at? What are you good at? And what would you like to change? Those two are your questions that I want to leave with you. What are you good at? And what would you like to change? Once you answer those by yourself, then you'll be able to get those opportunities through the things you're good at. You'll be able to learn or change mindset through the things that you'd like to change, because these two go together. And if you harness them properly, you'll be able to find yourself and you'll be able to grow within yourself. And just make sure that from going forward today, make sure that you have fulfilled yourself, and you have to make sure that you make one of your imperative things to find those opportunities. Make sure to find one important opportunity that you need to take out there. And you can't do this alone. Make sure that you've got two people that from your networks you pick that are going to help you grow your opportunity to another level. So this is what we prepared for you. 30 minutes is short. So if you want to connect with us, you know where to find us. You can either go to www.sbmcorporateservices.com. You can enroll yourself, you can reach out to us, and you can be able to find your opportunity and take it to another level. So thank you for joining us, and see you tomorrow at the marketplace. Who knows? Keep your eyes open. You never know who is coming to give us an opportunity for us to carry on. Thank you so much, and God bless you.